Hi, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I am sorry that I have to do this on Canvas instead of actually being there, but I'm hoping to be back tomorrow. So, what I'd like for you to do today is to go through some slides that I have for you and then watch a couple of videos that are short. And that should set us up for what we're going to be doing next. So, I'll explain everything as I go through the slides, but what you should be seeing is a slide that says Life is Beautiful, and it is on the side of a building. And the building itself doesn't look very beautiful. So we've got something going on here. And what we're really going to be talking about now is social commentary. So the idea of taking something that is a recognizable image, but then turning it into something that becomes a comment on what's going on in the world. So when I'm looking at this image here, it looks like this woman is singing and enjoying her life, and it says life is beautiful. Now, even the lettering is not very beautiful. It's sort of dripping down, and yet her spirit is what I guess I'm getting, that she's not going to let her surroundings bring her down, and she's going to rise above adversity. That's what I'm getting. So comment about class, comment about race, comment about gender. You could put a lot of things into just this one image. So the two artists that we're going to be kind of focusing on today, one is a woman by the name of Barbara Kruger, who is a living artist. Both of these are living artists, and they are both interested in taking recognizable imagery and then making a comment about society with it. So Barbara Kruger is an American artist. She went to school at Parsons in New York, which is the sister school of Otis, which is here in Los Angeles. And she took some graphic design courses. Apparently, she didn't graduate because she started working for a magazine before she graduated, so she didn't need to, I guess. But she did attend art school. And then our second, and she's known for this red and kind of black and white photography combination thing. We'll talk more about that later if we need to. Don't worry too much about it, but you'll see some similarities between that and the next artist. So why it looks so similar we can get into, but they kind of do. So here's a comment about women's rights, that your body is a battleground, that everybody seems to have some comments about women and what women should be, what women should be dressed as, how women should act, etc. So I like this sort of split image where she's got two sides, and those two sides maybe are even warring at each other. That maybe this isn't even just an external, people are saying things about women. Maybe this is an internal battle that's going on between or inside of an individual person. So there's a lot of different ways to read this. The second artist is an artist by the name of Shepard Fairey, and he is known for the Obey posters or the Obey campaign. We'll look at that in a second. And his background is he went to RISD, and RISD is the Rhode Island School of Design, and he did get a degree. So his degree is a Bachelor's of Arts in Illustration. He is also a living American artist. So both of them came out of urban areas. Barbara Kruger came out of New York. Shepard Fairey came out of Los Angeles. And so they sort of see this similar like control layer. And so Shepard Fairey's thing is this Obey campaign, which is centered around this character that he came up with called Andre the Giant. And Andre the Giant was a real person, actually, but it was supposed to be just like a joke amongst he and his friends. But what he noticed was, because he put these stickers together, that people started recognizing them and started thinking that they were something else. So he used the power of repetition to get people's attention. And that, again, is a different layer of control. Now, if you look at this image and the Barbara Kruger image, they both come from advertising. So what you just did is you just did some logos looking at the world of advertising. Now, maybe you thought that was great. I thought I would want to be a graphic designer, and I still do graphic design things, but I don't know. I think it would be difficult that would be a difficult job to do. because you're always trying to please the clients. But there's money to be made in graphic design. So if you do like this and you want to talk about schools that provide graphic design programs, I'm the guy to talk to. But I do like these two images here that you guys came up with, taking the image of the surf and the skates and coming up with something that's in a circle. So the idea of shapes, rectangles, squares, circles are things that we want to hang on to. And the idea that a logo image is something that is eye-catching. Now, these were made-up companies that I gave you. They're not real, but the idea was that you took them and you made them real by creating a logo. I love the wheels concept, whether it was skates or whether it was tires on fire. But just great ways of interpreting all of that information I gave you and distilling it down to something that's a basic concept and something that your eye can go right to and pick out the main information. So it's like the opposite of painting or sculpture, where you're trying to entertain the eye. Graphic design is you're trying to sell the eye. And then the Indian designs, I thought these were two great examples. They look very authentic. They make me look like I would want to go and eat at this restaurant. They look fantastic. I don't know what this says up here. I hope it's not something bad. But these are great examples. So thank you for doing that. You should have your portfolios back to you, and the grades are going to be posted at the end of the week. So like I said, I'll be back hopefully tomorrow, and then we can go from there. So I guess the way I like to think about this unit that we're looking at is that you can take something that looks simple and that people don't pay attention to, and you can give it some edge. So this idea that art is a weapon, and you can take it to use against conformity or against control or against people that are doing things that you don't like. And you're not really hurting anybody, but you're making a statement. And anybody can do that. So the two artists that are on the video that you're going to watch, Barbara Kruger and Shepard Fairey, use the street, use the public areas to get your attention. It is not an elite thing in a museum, or it's in a fancy magazine. Anyone can see it on the street. To make this statement about what Amiri is saying here, ideas and the class struggle. I mean, that everybody's struggling against somebody. And you can turn this into something that is helpful. So that's kind of where we're going to go with this. Like, if you're going to make a statement, we just don't want to be mean about it. We want to make it something that we're going to be trying to help society and offer some solutions. Okay, so watch the videos. And then when you're done with the videos, come back, and I will have some information about what I would like for you to do next. All right, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, hopefully. And email me any questions. All right, thanks.